Hello and welcome back to Talk About It in English. If you are here, it means you are ready to stop just studying grammar and start actually speaking about your life. You want to connect with people, not just pass a test. I am Sarah.
And I am Mark. It is great to have you here with us. Today we are tackling one of the biggest, most frustrating problems in daily English conversation. It is a problem that happens to almost everyone, from beginners all the way up to advanced learners.
That is right, Mark. It is the moment when a colleague, a friend, or a neighbor looks at you and asks the most common question in the world. So, how was your day?
I can feel the stress just hearing that question. It seems so simple, right? But for so many learners, their mind goes blank. They freeze, and then they say the one word that kills the conversation immediately.
They say good, or maybe fine, or if they're feeling really adventurous, busy.
Exactly. Good, fine, busy. And then silence. The conversation dies right there. The other person nods, says okay, and walks away. You lose the chance to connect, you lose the chance to practice your English, and you probably feel a little bit boring.
But you are not boring. Your day was not just good. Maybe it was stressful. Maybe it was exciting. Maybe it was tiring but satisfying. The problem isn't your life. The problem is that you don't have the patterns ready in your mouth to express the nuance.
That is what we are fixing today. In this episode, we are going to give you 3 specific formulas, not just vocabulary words, but full sentence structures that you can use to answer how was your day, like a native speaker.
These formulas are designed to be easy to remember. You can use them tomorrow at work or tonight with your partner. By the end of this video, you will never have to answer with just a single word again.
And stick around because after we teach the formulas, we are going to do a full practice simulation where we ask you the question and you have to answer us out loud. It's going to be great training.
Before we dive into formula number 1, if you want to make sure you can talk about every part of your life, your job, your weekends, your health, your plans, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We help you build your English one topic at a time.
All right, Sarah, let's talk about why saying good is such a bad habit. Why do we want to avoid it?
Think of a conversation like a game of tennis. If I hit the ball to you by asking, "How was your day?" I am inviting you to play. If you catch the ball and just hold it, or if you drop it by saying good, the game is over. I have nothing to reply to.
Right. If you say good, I cannot ask a follow-up question. I don't know what made it good. I don't know if you are happy or just polite.
Exactly. But if you give me just a little bit more information, if you hit the ball back, then we can keep playing. The 3 formulas we're learning today are all about hitting the ball back in an easy, controlled way.
I love that analogy. Let's get into it. What is formula number 1?
Formula number 1 is called the reason link. This is the most straightforward way to upgrade your answer. The structure is simple. You give an adjective, and then you link it immediately to a reason using the word because.
So instead of just adjective, it's adjective plus because plus reason.
Precisely. It sounds like this. It was productive because I finally finished that big report.
Okay, I see the difference. If I just say it was productive, that's okay, but it's a bit short. By adding because I finished the report, you are giving me a story. Now I can ask you, oh, which report was that? Or was it difficult?
Yes, you are giving the listener a hook. Let's try to build some of these. First, we need better adjectives than just good. Mark, what is a word we can use if the day was full of activity and we felt like we were running around all day?
I would use the word hectic. 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 It means busy, but in a slightly chaotic, fast-paced way.
Hectic is a perfect word for modern life. So let's build a Formula 1 answer with hectic. Repeat after me. It was hectic.
It was hectic.
Now let's add the reason. Why was it hectic? Maybe you had back-to-back meetings. That's a great phrase, back-to-back. It means one meeting finished and the next one started immediately.
Oh, I hate days like that. So the full sentence would be, it was hectic because I had back-to-back meetings all morning.
Perfect. Listen to that flow. It was hectic because I had back-to-back meetings. Listeners, I want you to say that out loud right now. Shadow mark.
It was hectic because I had back-to-back meetings.
Great. Let's try another adjective. What if the day felt very slow? Maybe time was not moving. You were bored.
We could say it was a drag. To be a drag means it was dull, boring, or annoying. Or maybe just simple, it was slow.
Let's use slow. It is very common. Why was it slow? Maybe the internet was down at the office.
That happens. So the formula is, it was slow because the Wi-Fi was down for 2 hours.
Yes, notice how natural that sounds. It was slow because the Wi-Fi was down. You are telling a mini story. Listeners, try that one. It was slow because the Wi-Fi was down.
Let's do a positive one. We don't want to complain all the time. What if you felt really good about what you achieved?
Then we use the word productive. This is a great professional word. It means you got a lot of work done.
And the reason? Maybe you cleared your inbox. You answered all your emails.
That is a great feeling. So the sentence is, it was actually pretty productive because I managed to clear my inbox.
I like that you added actually pretty productive. It makes it sound even more natural.
Yes, small filler words like actually or pretty soften the sentence. Let's practice the core structure though. It was productive because I cleared my inbox. Repeat that.
It was productive because I cleared my inbox.
So that is Formula 1. Adjective plus because plus reason. It fixes the problem of silence because you answer the question why before the other person even has to ask.
I think this is great for A2 or B1 learners because the grammar is easy. Everyone knows the word because. You just have to remember to use it immediately. Don't stop at the adjective.
Right. Do not put a period after the adjective. Put a connector. Now, are you ready for formula number 2? This one is my favorite because it is the most honest.
I am ready. What is it?
Formula number 2 is called the mix, or if you prefer, the but strategy.
The but strategy. I assume this involves the word but.
It does. Here's the reality. Very few days are 100% amazing or 100% terrible. Most days are a mix. Maybe the morning was bad, but the afternoon was good. Maybe the work was hard, but the people were nice.
That is true. If I say it was good, it feels a little fake sometimes. But if I say it was terrible, I sound like I am complaining too much.
Exactly. The mix allows you to be balanced. The structure is first feeling, but second feeling. Usually we mix a negative and a positive.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. Imagine you worked very hard. You are tired, but you finished the project, so you are happy. You would say, it was tiring but good.
It was tiring but good. That is so simple, but it communicates so much more than just good. It tells me you worked hard.
Right, and the intonation is important here. Listen to how my voice goes up on the word tiring and down on good. It was tiring but good.
It was tiring but good. Listeners, try to copy that melody. It goes up, then down. It was tiring but good.
Let's try another mix. What if the day was stressful, but you survived it?
You could say, it was stressful, but I got through it.
Oh, I love that phrase. I got through it. That is a phrasal verb meaning to survive a difficult situation. It was stressful, but I got through it.
That sounds very resilient. It shows you are strong. What if the day was quiet, but in a nice way?
You could say it was quiet, but relaxing.
It was quiet, but relaxing. I like that one for a Sunday, or maybe a day off.
Let's try a work scenario. Imagine the day was very long. You stayed late at the office, but you had a really good lunch with a colleague.
Okay, so it was long but fun. Or it was a drag, but lunch was great.
Yes, it was a drag, but lunch was great. This shows personality. It shows you can find the bright side of things.
And notice, listeners, you don't need complicated grammar here. It is just adjective 1, but adjective 2, or adjective 1, but simple sentence.
Let's practice a few more of these mix formulas because they are so useful for sounding authentic. I will say a scenario mark and you give me a mix answer.
Okay, hit me.
Scenario. You had a lot of difficult customers at the shop, but you made a lot of sales commission.
I would say it was intense but profitable.
Ooh, nice word, intense. It was intense but profitable. Listeners, repeat that. It was intense but profitable.
Okay, give me another one.
Scenario. You did absolutely nothing all day. You feel a little lazy, but you needed the rest.
I would say it was lazy but much needed.
Yes, it was lazy but much needed. That is a very common phrase in English, much needed. It implies you were exhausted before, so the rest was necessary.
So that is Formula 2, the mix. It makes you sound mature and realistic. You acknowledge the bad, but you end on the good, or vice versa.
Exactly. Now, let's move to formula number 3. This one is for when you truly, honestly feel like nothing happened.
Ah, the boring days.
Sometimes people ask, "How was your day?" And I think, I don't know, I just sat there. I don't want to lie and make up a story.
Right, but you still don't want to just say, fine. So formula number 3 is called the highlight reel. The strategy here is to say, nothing special, and then zoom in on one tiny detail.
So you admit it was boring, but you offer one small specific thing to talk about.
Yes, the pattern usually starts with nothing special, mostly just, and then an action verb ending in ing.
Nothing special, mostly just, plus ing verb. Okay.
For example, nothing special, mostly just answering emails.
I see. So you are dismissing the day as boring, but you are telling me what the activity was. Nothing special, mostly just answering emails.
Exactly. Or, same as usual, mostly just chasing after the kids.
Same as usual. That is a great phrase to replace fine. It means today was the same as yesterday. Same as usual.
Let's practice that opening phrase. Same as usual.
Same as usual.
Now add the activity. Mostly just studying for my exams.
Same as usual, mostly just studying for my exams.
This formula is great because it lowers expectations. You are telling the listener, hey, don't get excited, my day was boring. But because you add the specific activity, the listener can still ask a question. They can ask, oh, what exams are you taking?
Right. If you just say, fine, I can't ask anything. But if you say, mostly just studying, I can ask about the studying. You are still passing the tennis ball back.
Another variation of this formula is to use the phrase, quiet, strictly speaking.
Ooh, that sounds advanced. Strictly speaking.
It is a nice filler. You can say, not much happened, strictly speaking. I just caught up on some reading.
Not much happened, strictly speaking. I just caught up on some reading. To catch up on something means to do something you didn't have time for before.
Yes, I caught up on laundry. I caught up on sleep. I caught up on my favorite TV show.
So the formula is dismiss the day generally, then focus on one specific action.
Correct. Let's try one more example. Imagine you just did errands. You went to the bank, the supermarket, the post office.
I would say pretty uneventful. I was just running errands all afternoon.
Uneventful. That is a great word for B1 learners. It means no events happened. It is a polite way to say boring. Pretty uneventful.
Pretty uneventful. I was just running errands.
So there you have it, the 3 formulas. Let's recap them quickly before we start the simulation.
Formula 1 is the reason link. Adjective plus reason plus reason. Example, it was busy because everyone wanted a meeting.
Formula 2 is the mix. Negative but positive. Example, it was tiring but good.
And Formula 3 is the highlight reel. Nothing special, mostly just plus activity. Example, nothing special, mostly just cleaning the house.
Now, I want to talk about one more thing before we practice. It is how you end your answer. After you use one of these formulas, what do?
You have to ask the question back. You cannot just stop talking.
Exactly. In English culture, if you answer and don't ask about the other person, it can seem a little bit selfish or rude. So you need a short return serve.
The easiest ones are, how about you? Or, how was yours?
Yes, how was yours is perfect. So the full conversation sounds like this. Question, how was your day? Answer, it was hectic because of the deadline. How was yours?
See how smooth that is? Boom, boom, boom. Answer, reason, return question.
Let's practice the rhythm of how was yours. The stress is on yours. How was yours?
How was yours?
Okay, are you ready to put this into practice? We are going to do a simulation. I am going to act like your friend or colleague. I will ask you about your day. I want you to answer me out loud using the formula I tell you to use.
Do not be shy. Speak to your phone or computer. If you're on the bus, just whisper it. But you must move your mouth. Muscle memory is how we learn.
Okay, round 1. We are going to use Formula 1, the reason link. I want you to imagine your day was good because you finished work early. Okay, that is your scenario. You finished work early.
So you need an adjective like great or lovely, and the reason is finishing early. Get ready.
Hey, good to see you. How was your day?
Pause for listener.
Did you say it? A good answer would be, it was great because I finished work early.
Or, it was lovely because I got off early.
Nice. Let's try round 2. This time use Formula 2, the mix. Your scenario is the commute, the travel to work, was terrible. Lots of traffic. But the work itself was okay.
So traffic bad, work okay. Use but. Go.
So how was your day today?
Pause for listener.
How did you do? Did you say something like, it was frustrating, but okay?
Or maybe, the drive was terrible, but the day turned out fine.
Ideally, you use the structure, it was stressful because of the traffic, but otherwise good.
That is a slightly more advanced mix. It was stressful, but otherwise good. I like that.
Round 3, Formula 3, the highlight reel. Your scenario is, nothing interesting happened. You just watched Netflix.
Be honest. Nothing special. Just Netflix. Go.
Hey, how have you been? How was your day? Did you say, nothing special, mostly just watching TV?
Or, same as usual, just relaxing with some Netflix.
And did you remember to ask me back? Did you add, how was yours, at the end?
If not, let's do one last bonus round. In this round, you can use any formula you want, but you must include the return serve. You must ask Sarah about her day at the end.
Okay, use your real life this time. Think about your actual day today. If it is morning, think about yesterday. I am asking you for real. Ready?
Make it real. Speak loud.
So, how was your day? That was much better. Even though I cannot hear you, I know you said more than just good. I can feel the energy.
It makes such a difference. When you have a structure, you don't panic. You don't have to search for words. You just fill in the blanks. Adjective, because, reason. Or negative, but positive.
Now, I want to address a common question we get. Students ask, Sarah, what if I really don't want to talk? What if I really just want to say fine and go home?
That is a fair question. Sometimes we are antisocial.
If you really want to kill the conversation, you can use the short answer, but add the word thanks. Say, fine, thanks. The thanks makes it polite enough to stop, but final enough to close the door.
Right. It was fine, thanks. It is polite, but it doesn't really invite a follow-up.
But if you want to make friends, build relationships, and practice English, please avoid that. Use the formulas.
Let's review a few more great adjectives you can use in Formula 1, just to expand your vocabulary bank. We used hectic, productive, slow, and a drag. What are 3 more good ones?
One excellent word is eventful.
Eventful. That means a lot of things happened. Maybe good things, maybe bad things, but a lot of things.
Yes, it was surprisingly eventful. That is a great phrase. Surprisingly eventful.
Another good one is draining. D-R-A-I-N-I-N-G, like the water going down the drain.
Draining means you lost all your energy. It is different from tiring. Tiring is physical. Draining is usually mental or emotional. It was emotionally draining.
That is a deep one. It was draining because we had to fire someone.
Oof, yeah, that is a heavy day, but a very good sentence. And a third adjective? Let's go with chill.
Chill. C-H-I-L-L. This is very informal, very casual.
Yes, use this with friends, not your boss. It was pretty chill. It means relaxed, easy, no stress.
It was chill because my boss was on vacation.
Perfect example. It was chill because my boss was away. So now you have hectic, productive, slow, a drag, eventful, draining, and chill.
Write those down. Pick one. Use it tomorrow.
And remember, the goal here is not to be Shakespeare. The goal is connection. When you share a little detail about your day, you are giving the other person a gift. You are giving them a way to know you better.
And you are showing that you are confident enough to speak.
Exactly. So here is your mission for today. I want you to choose one person. It could be a coworker, a barista at the coffee shop, or your partner. When they ask, how are you? Or how was your day? I challenge you to use Formula 2, the mix.
The mix. That is the but strategy.
Yes, find one good thing and one bad thing, or one tiring thing and one happy thing. Say, it was long, but good. See how they react. I promise you, the conversation will feel different.
And if you want to keep building your conversation skills, you probably need to know how to talk about what you actually do at work. If you say, I am a manager, that is boring too.
Right. We are working on a video about that soon. But for now, focus on your day. Master the small talk. It is the doorway to big talk.
If you found these formulas helpful, please hit the like button. It helps us know that you want more practical speaking tips like this.
And share this video with a friend who always says fine. You know who they are. Help them break the habit.
Thanks for talking about it in English with us today.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
See you later.